Hi, let's continue with our topic direct indirect speech. In our last video, we had learned how to change declarative sentence into reported speech. Now, we will be learning how to change imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory sentences to reported speech. Let's check that. Let's revise the rule that we had learned earlier for declarative sentence. How to change declarative sentence from direct to indirect speech? First, remove the quotation mark. Before that, we have to check the reporting verb. If the reporting verb is in present tense, don't change the narration. But if it is in past tense, we have to change it into the form what is given. Said becomes told. Use a conjunction that. And then changing the pronouns. Changing the pronouns would be he or she. I becomes he or she. First person becomes the third person. Then we have the adjusting the tenses as per the reporting verb if it is in past tense. Let's revise the list again wherein we are changing present tense into past tense. All the declarative sentences. We have already done this before in our earlier video. Next comes the imperative sentence. What's the rule for imperative sentence? So it will be the word said, that is the reporting verb said, should be replaced by ordered, commanded, requested or asked based on the sentence. And then the second part of it is we have to add in the word infinitive. We have to add in an infinitive to plus verb. We have to add in the form infinitive form, that is to plus verb to the sentence. And if it's a negative sentence, we have to use the word not to. And then again, just the pronouns based on the sentence. Let's understand some of the imperative sentences. So the first one, when we have a positive command like this first one, he said to me, close the door. But instead of told, we can also use in he ordered me, he instructed me. That word can be used instead of the word said. That is the reporting verb. The next one, the teacher said, write your name. Now the teacher is telling you something, instructing you. So it will be the teacher instructed. Instead of said, we are using in instructed us to. That is to the verb would be an infinitive in here. We are adding in an infinitive and then the remaining part of the sentence. Now in case we have a negative sentence, instead of to the verb, we will be using in not to. That is a negative part. So here again it will be the officer said, do not cross the line. So it will be the officer, since he's banning it, so it will be an order given by the officer. So it will be the officer ordered them not to. Instead of to, we will be using in a negative form. Do not is there, so it will be not to cross the line. Next comes the request form of sentence, that is using the word please. If we have the word please in the sentence, we can use it as we can change the reporting verb said to requested. He requested her to help him. The next one also same way, we can accordingly change the sentence. The next one is an advice given by the doctor. So it will be the doctor advised me to. Again we are using an infinitive in here to change this accordingly and we are making the sentence. That is the doctor advised me to drink. We are using an infinitive in here. The next one also, he suggested checking. So again here you should check. So it will he suggested. So accordingly we can change the sentence. Let's remember a simple formula to change direct to indirect speech in case of imperative sentence. That is, we have the reporting verb. Instead of reporting verb, what will we use? We'll use the statement like command, instructed, requested. And then we have the object plus the infinitive in here. Whatever we have the sentence remaining part plus the infinitive to complete the sentence. Next comes interrogative sentence. Let's see how to change interrogative sentences to indirect speech. So what are the rules? So the first rule is we have to look out for the reporting verb. The reporting verb said has to be changed to asked, inquired, questioned or wondered because it's a question. The next is removing the question mark. We have to remove the question mark and make it into a statement form. And then before that we have to add in a conjunction also. You can use in if or whether. So if we have a yes or no question, we can use the conjunction if or whether. But if we have a WH question, we have to repeat the WH question, the WH word in our answer. We'll have some more examples for that. Let's understand this better with few examples. Let's look out for some examples in here. The first one, she said, do you like coffee? Now there's a question asked. So first we'll look out for the reporting verb. Here it is said. So we have to change it into asked, and then we have to add in, since it's a yes or no question, we'll add in if or whether to it. So it will be, she asked if I liked coffee. The next one also the same way. Will, instead of will, we'll be using in whether I could come to the party. The third one, again here it is not a WH question, it's a yes or no question. Again we are using in asked and we are using in if. They asked if I had finished my homework. And we are making all this into statements. The next one. Now we have the questions wherein there is WH question in here. There is a WH word in here. So the first one, he asked, what are you doing? Now what we have to do in here, first we have to change the reporting verb to asked, and then we have to write the WH word as it is. And it will be, he asked what I was doing. So the auxiliary verb accordingly has been changed. The position of the auxiliary verb is changed. The next one, she said, where do you live? So it will be, she asked where I lived. So our pronoun, the place of the pronoun is changed. The third one, the teacher said, why are you late? So it will be, the teacher asked why I was late. Fourth one, how did you solve this problem? It will be, they asked how I had solved that problem. This becomes that. So in short, let's understand the formula to change interrogative sentence to reported speech. That is, if we have an yes or no question, so it would be reporting verb plus if or whether and the statement. And if it's a WH question, then reporting verb plus WH word and then the statement. So simple. The next type would be exclamatory sentence. How to change exclamatory sentence to indirect speech? So again we'll look out for the reporting verb. We have to replace reporting verb said or told with exclaimed. Exclaim, now depending upon the type of sentence, it will be exclaim with joy or exclaim with sorrow or exclaim with surprise according to the type of sentences. Let's understand this better with few examples. The first one, she said, wow, this is amazing. Now here it is an action, it's a feeling of joy. So it will be, we'll mention exclaimed. It will be, she exclaimed with joy that it was amazing. So we are using in the word that here. The next one also, he said, so it will be, he exclaimed with joy that they had won the match. The remaining part of the sentence remains the same. And we have to remember that we have to remove the exclamation mark. The next one, alas, I had lost my purse. So here it is, she exclaimed with sorrow. The next one, oh no, my phone is broken. So it's an expression of sorrow. So again it will be, he exclaimed with sorrow. The next one, surprise. What a beautiful view. So it will be, she exclaimed with surprise. So you have to give in the word which express the feelings in that sentence. So last one, expressing good wishes or prayers. So it will be, she wished that I might live long. Again, if you have a sentence, may God bless you, it will be, he prayed that God might bless me. So in short, the rules to change exclamatory sentence to indirect speech, using in the reported verb plus with the emotion and then that. Let's check out some questions from our textbook. So we have different type of sentences in here. The first one, you are not tone deaf. So it's a declarative sentence. So what's the rule to be used? You have to use told and then you have to use the word that, and then since the reported verb is in past tense, simple past, we're going to change it into past tense. You are becomes I was. The next one, could you have done it? Here it's a question mark. So since it's not a WH question, you have to use the word if and you have to use asked. So Einstein asked if I could have done it. The next one, sing that back. So it's an order given. So he ordered me to. We have to use an imperative word in here. So it's an imperative sentence. So we have to use infinitive here. So he ordered me to sing that back. Next one, what kind of music do you like? Again here it's a WH question. So you repeat that WH question again and it will be, he asked what kind of music I liked. The last one, I am so sorry. So here she said to Dr. Einstein that he was really sorry. Let's understand this better with few more examples. The first one, please go. So here we have an imperative sentence. So what are we doing in here? we are going to add an infinitive, that is to please. The next one, it's a WH question, so we are repeating the WH word again in this sentence and you make it into a statement form. Also use the word asked. Next one also, there's a statement given accordingly. Her brother to her to enjoy herself, commenting on how lucky she was. Next one, yes Panditji replied, it's settled now. Now we have to combine this sentence. So yes word is there, so it is replied in affirmative, and then we have a statement, so we're using in that, and then again there's a statement in there, tomorrow becomes the next morning. I hope direct and indirect speech is clear to you. Thank you.